Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jules. Whenever you join me here on my channel, you are one of my treasures. Um, Sorry, I had a little bangs malfunction here. Um, so, uh, Welcome. If you are a new visitor or you are a subscriber, you are always a treasure. Tonight's Friday night live stream. Just if you want to jump on, we can talk about any the topics we talk on here. They're what I call the 5 T's. We talk about um, transition, as I am a 50-year-old transgender woman. Um, we talk about triathlon, as I like to participate in triathlon. Talk about teaching. I teach on and give tips on several topics. Let's go hand in hand. Um, and Currently, I am doing a series on high demand uh, organizations and religions. I am currently exiting the Mormon Church and making it main topic there. Also, I do talk about trends, kind of like clothing I like to wear. Got a new dress on today, new little lapel pin. Oh, sorry, over here. What is it? Uh, Trans, right? Lapel pin. Um, and I got me, this was just a very small haul that I did. Got some eyeliners. Just wanted to, just try on new stuff. It was fantastic, to get new stuff. And this was new eyeliner that I was trying out. And they came in packs of 3, so I ordered 2 packs of 3. And I love it. It was easy to use, and I really, really liked it. So if you are here on the channel, feel free to jump into the chat box. On the 50, I also talk about is I'm going to start talking about trucks. I am going to purchase a truck soon. Actually, probably going to buy something older and do a resto mod. So restore the vehicle and modify it. So probably something in the 80s. Probably a Nissan hard body is what I am looking for. So I've got some money set aside. Now I am just looking for. I had one truck I was going to go make an offer on next couple of weeks, and it sold. Hey, Lena, how are you doing? How are things been? Hey, Drace, yeah, I tried to go on one time before, and boom, the site just like the screen just went black. I'm doing great. As you guys see, I got a new dress this week. Got a new haul. Got my little trans pride pin. Just painted my nails. Went very neon today. Thought they would go with the dress. I'm looking at the prices of them and maybe like put it on. I'm gonna, I want to start merch. Maybe it'd be cool to have different types of, ones. Like this is a trans pride one. I've had these for a while. I really like them though. Yeah, I know. actually, these earrings, my ex had a pair similar to them, or probably exactly like them, and that's where I'd seen them first. And the day I got my ears pierced, I'm like, I have to search out a pair because I really, really liked them. So, hello, Dylan. How are you? Thanks, everybody, for if you're subscribers. Thank you for joining the channel. The channel in the past week, we have hit the 333 subscribers. We are, headed the way we want to go. Our next goal is 510, and then from there on, we'll go. Yeah, just wait till we double that, Lena. I think that'll be a cool one, huh? Yeah, we're a third of 1,000. Today, I went to my doctor's office, actually just the pharmacy. Uh, got more my HRT, another refill on my spironolactone, and my um, estradiol. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, which channel Drace and Lena are, Dylan, are you subscribed? If not, go ahead and subscribe. What's everybody planning for the weekend? I don't know. Maybe I'll do another hike. Not sure yet. And also car shopping online. Yeah, Lena, I'm actually looking something I can cash out. I am looking for actually the very first vehicle I had in high school. I have found about three in the area. Uh, they're not. I don't want. I want a four-wheel drive truck, um, but I do want an extra cab or king cab, as they used to call them back then, the Nissan trucks, and then I want, even if it has a little work to be done to it. Back then, cars were built with quality, and they'll last a long time. And I'm gonna restore it and then modify it. I'm gonna try to look period correct um, wheels uh, and tires of a good height. Um, but I'm actually going to make it another series in uh, on my channel. So tips is no longer a T, now it's going to be trucks. So I've been watching. There's another girl I watch on YouTube. She's a cis gender, but what she does is buy cars and collects them and restores them and films YouTube videos, and she's got a big following. So to the point that now she's created her own line of car cleaning products and stuff. I think right now some of the merch I'm gonna do is the lapel pins. I'm gonna buy like the different and Don't you think? I'm gonna make mine kind of like a survivalist type of vehicle. I'm not gonna make it like super tall, and especially like these people nowadays that buy these big trucks, make them super tall, but then they have these thin little low profile tires, and which would be useless if they went off road. No, I want mine to be off road capable, um, and you know, and like in any type of situation, just be able to go. As we saw, like luckily my daughter was in Florida. She traveled up north to a convention, and um, she wasn't in any harm's way with uh, good old Helene there. But that looked like a massive hurricane. Of course, it was only a four, and I don't want to say downplay it because yes, when I went through Ian, it was a four, but um, the next year it was upgraded to a five because of how. Yeah, and they can be, you know, whenever you go through one, the very first one you go through will be your scariest. After after I've gone through six major ones, and Ian was probably the worst, and I took a walk in it. Yeah, I was watching footage from a helicopter today in the area I used to live. I even texted my first wife to make sure she was okay. That she was okay during you know, during the hurt, what was supposed to be it moving in. And sorry about that, but it seems like my computer monitor likes to go down at times. Yeah, so it is mainly like me. All the ones I went through, I sheltered in place, just stayed home. Um, and it's really the big thing is to be prepared and have stuff at your house. More people, every year they tell them, oh yeah, hurricane season's going to start, and one starts forming, and 2 days before they finally tell them, it's going to come our way, then they all run to the grocery store to fight everybody to try to get what they need. That's a lot of what my like to go back building and and like sur- survival Saturday videos are for. Um, just that my experience with them. Yeah, that's very common. A lot of people don't want to go. Um, when I went to Galveston Island responding, when I was on the disaster response team, people didn't. I mean, that island got demolished, and people were still in their houses, and you would see signs that would say, "Please do not enter my property, or you will be shot." Yes, uh, that happens with Hurricane Ian as you drove from Cape Coral over to Fort Myers. There were these massive yachts that you could see on land, and then like when I went to Galveston Island when Hurricane Ike hit it, you could see fishing boats in the middle of downtown. That's how big the storm surge got. I remember we were staying there on the island in a little like tent city, um, in across from the hospital emergency room, and we were doing what they call emergency room decompression. In other words, the staff could go home, be with their families, and we were watching the emergency room at the time. And when you we called our tent city, we called it the Tiger Estates at Bovine Bay because one, there was a tiger loose on the island from from someone's exotic animal collection, and two, there was cattle in the middle of the harbor. So, what do you think, Lena? Should I do these as merch, not just trans ones, but pride ones, and all the different types of pride? Because I think that's something universal that a lot of people would purchase. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to try to purchase like decals, uh, all types of pride, whether it be trans, lesbian, bisexual, all, the entire LGBTQIA community, and then same with the lapel pins, have them all, and then people could just order them. I think there's a new option on YouTube also where they can see like what products you buy and where, and they can just and you make a certain amount from that. Yeah, I'm really searching out. I have to. I'm gonna have a week off or like 11 days off in the beginning of November. So I think I'm really gonna put my you know a lot of work into it then. So like I can start my merch store, and then once we hit 500 and hit so many hours, we can it can be added to the channel. There are certain T-shirt companies like you can make it through them, um, and then they'll do everything for you, do the shipping, do all of that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to jump in on the chat box. You're on like Jules. Remember, whenever you are on here, you are a treasure. Looks like me and you, Lena, as far as participants right now. Not unless someone's laying low in the background right now. I like my nails for the week. They're actually neon pink. I don't know if neon pink and yellow. I think this hand came out better. My Wi-Fi keeps doing something where, like, I think it wants me to move my mouse because earlier, once again, it was going to drop the stream. Ah, hey, Silver Serpent, how are you? Silver, thanks for being a Patreon. I still have your little bracelet here. I've been wanting to send it to you, but I don't think you ever sent me an address, did you? I tried mine a little different on the makeup today. I bought primer. I brought a different color on the foundation. Um, okay, no, that's fine. I was just built, like I said, it's just sitting here on my desk, and oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I have to sleep long hours, and I feel my epilepsy might act up. Starting to feel really confident now. I see the girls are really starting to show. Um, I'm really gonna have to come out of work now because you like it. And I've liked the goth look. I've got just a tiny bit of black lipstick left. Well, I'm holding up well. We're up to 333 subscribers here. Hopefully, we can get more on Patreon also. I want to do. I have to make sure to do more on Patreon, but it's. I'm about to give my second donation to uh, the Transgender Resource Center. We got a third patron, so um, it's been great. These are mine with no padding, just a sports bra. And this is what, close to 32 weeks on hormones, only, only 8 months. I'm surprised that they grew this much. Last time when I went to my 3 month follow up, they weren't. I mean, I was still wearing a breastplate. I threw my breastplate away now. And this is just because my it's a sport. Like I said, it's a sports bra. Kind of holds them up. But even without one on, they still like. I wear a polo shirt at work, and without it, they're still like definitely you can see the nipple. They don't get it as formed, but you can see that they're there. So really, at maybe at the 12-month mark, I am definitely going to have to come out at work because I still go as my dead self to work. Thank you, Silver Serpent. I, you know what? And the thing is, I have multiple styles. I like to do a nice dress like this. I have several dresses in this, like this, and different patterns. And then, you've seen my goth looks. I like to do that. I've like, I've done latex clothing. Thank you. Yeah, did you hear about my new thing I'm going to do on my channel? There was some issues with my car. In other words, my ex-wife was demanding so much money, and eventually I got behind on my car payments, got repossessed. Luckily, I've been able to ride the bus to work, um, and so now I'm purchasing a used vehicle, and I'm gonna do some videos on modifying trucks. So the tips um, in the five T's is becoming trucks. And that's the big thing I always said about my channel from the beginning, that I was going to try every look from a dress that's very conservative to something that's way on the wild side. Thank you for all the likes there. Um, the channel, like I said, is growing. Um, when we do these live streams, I see a lot of views, so people like must come in real quick, leave, um, and then you know, and then just move on. But it helps the channel. Also, we are up to 333 subscribers as of like early today. Our next goal is 510. Um, so we'll. I love all my treasures in here. Everybody is fantastic. From time to time we do get someone that visits in here that's you know not so pleasant, but they only help the channel grow. So, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to help all of you, hopefully, and inspire you guys in your transition, and talk. Um, we can talk, and whether we're LGBTQIA plus, or even the treasures that are cis and straight. We talk and just be a community, and help each other grow in a positive manner. Very well said, Silver Serpent. Hello and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, you treasure whenever you are in here. One of the people that inspired me to start my channel. I don't know if any of you watch her, Mama Shar. Um, I've, ac- I've actually met her in person because we live in the same city now. I started watching her since I lived in Florida. I've watched her for about 2, 3 years. Um, and I actually met her back in August in person. It was really cool. But she's really inspired me to do this, and just it. Plus, me being a nurse, I think it's a great way to educate people and help people out, because part of nursing is education, and that helps everybody have a better outcome with things. It's not just about doing you know patient care. Patient care involves education. You saw me on what, Mama Showers? Lena? Yeah, because I went on there for a bit. She was getting a lot of trolls in there. Yeah, yeah. And someone said hi to me in the channel, but it wasn't you. Um, their name started with an S, and they're like, "Hey, Jules," and I'm like, I couldn't remember if it was some. I didn't remember it from any of my subs, not unless it was one of her friends that I met at a party that I went to at her house. And she was very good. Now, one thing that she usually has on her channel, she has someone that'll jump in as a moderator, and that moderator can be watching the channel, and any trolls that come on, they block them. So she, if they jump in onto her live stream, so she has like two, or I think two moderators. Uh, Silver Serpent, are you subscribed to Mama Shar? She's great. And I was watching her live stream last night, and as you can see, Lena was too. She's also a transgender woman. Um, she's fantastic. She's like one of the, let's see, probably one of the first few trans women I followed. Um, and, when I found out that she lived here in Albuquerque, I was already hired for my job here. So I just was looking forward to, I said on several of our streams that hopefully we would meet in person eventually. Um, this is her channel. I'll give it to you. She has a big following. She's reaching 12,000 followers, I think, or subscribers. Yeah, but she's been on here for a long time. Oh, I was about to jump in and start really defending her, Lena. I was like, exactly, but if was she was showing it on, she posted a thing on YouTube today, like a post, or was it on her Instagram? And she got like views just from that. She got like, like maybe like 3,000, and then she made like a ton of subscribers. Just in the time I watch it, gotten like 10 or 15. Exactly. The more views, the more. See, if I get haters that come on here, I always say thank you to them, because it helps spread it to more people. So even if they're haters, and they may have friends that are haters, but it may make it to some of their friends that aren't, and then it just helps. It's like, like gremlins when they get wet, it just goes boom, boom, boom. It's more and more, and so that's the way I look at it. Just let them keep coming on, and if they get too annoying, then I'll block them. my neighbor upstairs. He seems to stomp around always at night. Yes, we do. I'm thinking maybe doing a. I want to do a live stream, maybe where some people can jump on, maybe on. I think a live stream on StreamYard would be cool too, and just so people could jump on uh, and we can all talk looking at each other. On StreamYard, I can have up to 10 people on there. I don't know if we should do it like today's Friday still, right? These 3-day weekends throw me off. So maybe I should do it during my 11-day off week. All you have to do is make sure your computer has a camera, or you can join in through your even on your phone. Um, and then what I'll do is I will make uh, and then what I'll do is I'll create the stream, and then um, and we could put what day, what time, and then the day of the stream I can send you in the chat box. I can put the link in there for people that want to jump in, but we can only have up to 10 people jump in. You just click the link and you can jump in. Uh, I did one time. Ryuki came on. That was fantastic. Hey Casey, how's it going? Thanks for joining the stream. You're on with Jules. You are one of my treasures. You're on here with Silver Serpent and Lena Mystic Mama, two long-time subscribers. Casey, are you new to the channel? Are you subscribed? As always, so you know, Casey, you're in Area 5T1, like Area 51. Yeah, my channel is, I talk about the 5 T's that I like to talk about, what I call the 5 T's. Like I said, like Area 5T1, that's why I call it Area 5T1. 51 is a very good lucky number for me, but I talk about transition. I'm a 54-year-old transgender woman. I like to do triathlon. Um, I like to teach. One of the topics I've been teaching on my channel, and I bet you that's why it's been coming around a lot, is my newest section on leaving Mormonism. And since it is a high demand religion, also um, and also on trends. So that's like how I like to do my clothing, my makeup, stuff like that. And then also I'm gonna change the last T to trucks, because I'm purchasing a truck soon. And I'm gonna do a restoration modification of it. So it'll be a resto mod. It's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna show that process on my channel. Uh, Teaching, I also like to teach. Like one of the things I've done is teach a lot about. I don't want to say preparedness more than survival, because I used to live in Florida, and as you guys saw this weekend, they went through a major hurricane. I've been through six of those, so I know how to. Yes, thank you, Silver Serpent. I can handle both. But you know the second meaning of my tattoo also, right? Yeah, I also have another video where I did on how to safely handle a pistol. I didn't show myself shooting it because I haven't gone to the gun range here since I moved to Albuquerque. But yeah, I do have a belief in the Second Amendment, and but I think people have to know how to use them properly and safely. And same with the bow. Um, any type of, I also have a crossbow. I want to get a new bow, a new compound bow. I'm looking like for a Martin or something similar. Also, I am going to look for a Saracen bow. If you guys don't know what that is, watch the newest, I think it was a 2019 Robin Hood movie um, with Taron Egerton and Jamie Foxx. Um, he uses a Saracen bow in that. My dream bow. Uh, well, there's one that came out. It's a Martin, I believe is the name brand of it. And it came out on the television series Arrow. I'm a big Green Arrow fan. And what happens? It's a compound bow, but when you pull back on it, what happens is the limbs kind of go this way, rather than just you know staying here and bending down. I don't know. Or there's several, and I want the Saracen bow. The Saracen bow was used back in the medieval times, but more by like Asian tribes, and it was developed to, and that's why bows were developed back then by them, were to penetrate the body armor of knights. Um, and actually, that's why actually an arrow is a little would be deadlier than a bullet, and it's been proven. Uh, they took. I saw a test on. It wasn't MythBusters, but it was another show like that, and they took four water or like a row of water balloons, and what they did is they stood like 5 yards away, 15 feet standard shooting distance, and they asked several people how many water balloons to stop. Um, you know, the bullet, it was a 44 Magnum, like Dirty Harry, and it took four, I think, three water balloons to stop it. And then I did, it took, yeah, three water balloons, and it stopped the bullet of a 44 Magnum. Now, I was playing in my backyard one time, and I'll see if I can post pictures of it in a video maybe tomorrow, and I'll look them up and put them in there. Um, and from 20 yards, with one shot, I pierced two water bottles, and I hit the target to stop the arrow. Then I wanted to see how many water bottles to stop an arrow. Casey, I tried a live stream on Friday nights, and then I'll live stream probably tomorrow. Um, Maybe tomorrow, or more like in the afternoon, like at 4 p.m. I am in New Mexico, so that'll be Mountain Daylight Time. Now, and then Sundays always at 2 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. On my YouTube channel, I will always put a. I try to put a reminder. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, Lena. Probably be on um, at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. So I think that's 5 p.m. your time. But grateful for having you on here, Lena, as always. Have a good night. But yeah, Casey, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Um, we're just trying to grow. You know, always enjoy you here, Lena. You know, you're one of my first subs. Um, cool. Thanks, Casey. It's really helping. Um, One of the things I always say is my channel. I'm going to create merch for it. I'm also you know, I also have a Patreon channel, and this is just all just what I do with any money that's made from my Patreon. And Silver Serpent can tell you I'm very open with what I do. I take 20% of any money that comes into my Patreon, and it goes to the nonprofit Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. Um, and every time I make a donation, I'll post the receipt right on my Patreon, so they know that I am doing what I've told them. I don't want. I'm not just going to go get the patrons make money um, and spend it all, and then the rest of the money from Patreon goes to updating the equipment for the channel. And the first first things first, we need to get a new Chromebox to upgrade. It would be great. And then I saw someone the other day. I saw it. I don't know if it was. Oh, it's one of the other YouTubers I watch. They had this big old wide screen that was curved, and they could use it as like more than one monitor. And then and then uh, the other thing is, or I want to get a second screen. So I want to have two monitors, maybe, because this is a 22-inch, maybe have two 29s, maybe even put the 22 on top. And I've already got a wireless keyboard. I want a better mic. I've got one tripod here with my ring light, and I've got another ring light here. Yeah, and you know where that happened, Casey? I work for the Department of Veterans Affairs, and my desk has two screens, and I can't live without it now, because I would like to have like the live stream here, and then I can have my channel analytics over here. And if I got two 29s and then the 21 over here, I could have another window open up here. It's like at work, I even turned when I worked in Florida. When I worked in Florida, I had one screen here. It was long ways, then I turned the other one upward, and then that way I could have two windows open. It was fantastic. So yeah, there's a lot of ways I'm gonna figure out setting this up. Maybe this tripod with this ring light, I want to maybe put it more that way, so I don't get as much glare. And that was my calling. Silver, you're welcome. And that's one of my biggest things. I always like to make my treasures aware. Like, as you know, I always end most of my live streams with, "Hey, or my chats, I always like to tell people that, you can always call for help at the nationwide. This is the crisis line. This card's from the VA and does have New Mexico on it, but this is for everybody. Um, so if you're ever like feeling, down, depressed, or hopeless, sad or confused or angry, just worried about yourself or someone else, if you're a veteran and you dial the 988, hit one, and then, or if you just need to talk to someone, this is a great resource. One day I was upset. I think it was when my car got repoed. I was so upset. I was almost going to call and just talk to someone, just to uh, just just to get it off my chest, because exactly, there's no shame when I started feeling that I was trans. I went um, to see a therapist, a gender therapist, because that's necessary. One, it's going to be necessary if you want um, HRT or hormone replacement therapy. Insurance companies are going to require it, and two, they're you know also they're gonna the other thing is it helps you out. It helps you really from deep down inside find who you really are. It really helped me, like, because I was having those feelings, and then when I went and talked to my therapist, she helped me go back to my childhood, and we started seeing the progression of where it had started. Yeah, speaking does heal. I think it was great for me. See, I lived in Florida at the time when I came out, and I s- I remember coming out, and I had a very liberal wife at the time, and she she was gonna um, when she found out, she was like totally against it, calling me, cool names, stuff like that. And then so I started seeing a therapist, and I think she thought the therapist was going to cure me as opposed to encourage me to transition, which eventually she did. She told me to start seeking hormone replacement therapy. And I told her I was going to wait till I moved out here to New Mexico, and um, but she she said, no, you should start now, because then this decision is for you. She told me, you need to do it for yourself. You have to, you know. And then, yeah, it was great. It was fantastic. So I went out there. The easiest place to get was Planned Parenthood, um, and then I transitioned for about 4 months, and then when wonderful Ron DeSantis decided to sign an executive order in the middle of the night. Um, and then when DeSantis signed this executive order, you could only see an MD. You could not see nurse practitioners for your HRT. Um, Minors couldn't get it, uh, but it put a lot of loopholes for adults also. So they called me, and I had an appointment the next day to get a refill, and they said, Jules, we need to cancel your appointment. We're not going to be able to give HRT out anymore. Which, you know, that's something he does. It's the type of person he is. in Silver Serpent, here I live in New Mexico now, and it's pretty easy. I just go to I went to the clinic. I didn't even have to be under care of a therapist. I told them my history there when, I even, one thing I did was print stuff, and boom, they, within the first day, in fact, they even changed my, uh, like, because in Florida, I wasn't getting spironolactone. Um, the, the nurse practitioner over there said, since I was on finasteride, didn't need the spironolactone, which the lady here told me it's necessary. Yes, it does. So I'm gonna, when I was in Florida, I was on finasteride. I was doing finasteride, and I was also putting Rogaine on because I do have male pattern baldness. So what you see on here right now is a wig. So I do wigs right now, but my hair is starting to grow back. So finasteride blocks one type of testosterone called DHT, which causes hair loss. Now, um, now when I came here, the nurse practitioner told me, then I was getting the estradiol, and I was doing 2 milligrams twice a day. Um, when I came here, the nurse practitioner said spironolactone is definitely necessary. Spironolactone, what it is, it's a testosterone blocker, and it blocks all testosterone. I was looking at my chart today from because I was at my doctor's office, but you have your electronic medical records nowadays, and I was looking at my lab work from the last 2 times. So the first time I went to my doctor's office here, my testosterone level was 603. They started me on spironolactone. My testosterone level is now 100, and that was at 3 months. I think that was my 3 month follow up. Um, and but I definitely started feeling the changes. Now in Florida, I felt those changes. Obviously uh, you start feeling the soreness in the nipples. You might see some budding. Your skin gets soft. Except my hands. I'm a nurse, so I wash them so much. They're always going to be coarse. Um, but the thing I've seen more of, and we were just talking about them earlier, is these. This is that is these are natural. Mine, and they're NA sports bra. That's the only support that they have. And I've been on HRT now 8 months, going on 8 months. I just did 7 months. I did my, I'm going on 30 weeks. So yeah, it's been amazing. And they're easy in A cup. Yeah. And the big thing, Casey, is I'm not out at work. I still present mail at work. So imagine I'm a nurse, and I don't wear scrubs. I wear polos because I'm a primary care nurse now. I don't do ER anymore. And I wear polo shirts, and these will sometimes, especially if you notice, can you notice what I'm my nipples sometimes do show through because they're, they're obviously growing. The growths are starting to show themselves, and I'm gonna have to come out soon, probably at a year mark. And they say they continue to grow for 2 years. Yeah, Casey, definitely keep joining us here on the live streams. Um, the big thing here is about helping each other out, giving each other support. Um, that's what my live stream is about. Um, that's cool, Silver. It's all about helping each other out. Well, congratulations, 3 months. 3 months makes a big difference. That's usually when they do your follow-up labs for the first time. Like I said, my testosterone level dropped a lot in 3 months. Now my estrogen level wasn't at where my provider wanted it. Okay, yeah, I'm 54. I started at age 50. I think it was 53 that started. I came out at age 51, but I hadn't started transitioning, I think, till 2 years later. And it's good to start young and definitely try to, get on the spiral. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And watch, stay on the channel. One of the things I'm gonna do soon, and Lena and I have been talking. I want to create merchandise. I want to do Jules merch. I I'm sorry. I may buy a lot of these and sell them on my website. Um, yeah, that's what you need to do. Talk to your doctor for the testosterone blocker. Um, yeah, I'm gonna try to get merch going. I'm gonna do T-shirts to start. I'm looking at a company to make them and basically get them shipped from that website to whoever wants to buy them. And basically, hopefully, when we hit 500 people and a certain amount of hours, my merch store can be linked to the site. Casey, it is exciting. There's a lot of people here. Do you follow any other trans YouTubers? There are so many to follow. I'm going to recommend a good friend, a person that I know that's great. Yes, Silver Serpent merch. Lena keeps getting excited too every time I mention it. Um, I consider. Do you ever watch? Have you ever watched Frasier, Silver? I consider Lena like my Roz because she's all. If I only have one person in here, sometimes it'll just be her most of the time. Um, and one of the biggest. So yeah, she's trying to. She's always really encouraged the merge. So yeah, I'm excited. I've got some ideas. It'll have a treasure on there definitely. Yeah, I consider Lena my Roz because she's been here for a long time and she's like my little producer. Once the channel starts getting big, I may ask her to be one of my moderators. Joyce, that's a good question, but even Casey's name is very androgynous. It can be male, female. I had a Yeah, that's what I was saying, Casey. I've known male and female with the name Casey. Like me, basically my name is just shortened uh, version of my dead name. Actually, what I might do is a lot of people already call me Jules, so that's where I got the idea. What I'm going to use as my middle name was my first name that I was going to choose uh, as my new name. And if you watch my first few videos, you'll you probably realize uh, my original new name was going to be Tristana, but now I'm probably going to go with Juliana, Tristana, and then my last name. It has a little rhyme to it, and then you can still call me Jules. Because people, nowadays, whether how I present, they call me Jules. Yeah, all of us have, you know, we have unique ways of getting our names. Um, Obviously, I'm just trying to see how many we're doing in views right now. Um, we're doing really good because obviously, well, having Casey join the channel, she helped us go up to. Is it, did I get that right, Casey? Are you using what pronouns are you using? I don't want to use incorrect ones. Okay. So yeah, I just said she. So I just want to make sure I'm getting the correct pronouns. I know I've messed up before. I was checking on my phone to see people, how many views my channel has um, had in the past hour since we started the stream, and I accidentally logged onto the stream myself uh, through my phone. So yeah, definitely girl power. One thing I am gonna do, another thing I'm gonna order, and I could probably order that soon, is I know a place where I can get like a lot, meaning a lot, where they send like 100 decals that are all like trans or just pride decals. So I'll probably order a couple lots of them, and then and sell those just. Um, I think that would be cool. We can do like pride flag ones. We can do just like you know the new, the older, just the rainbow flag or the new pride flag. Can do some transgender ones. Bisexual pride, lesbian pride, stuff like that. I mean, I want to get the whole family included because we are, as an LGBTQIA community, are a family, and that's how we should treat each other. Um, Thank you guys. Thank you. You guys have been fantastic. I've had a great live stream tonight. I know, we haven't had, um, we've had good people jump on. We have a new sub with Casey on here. Um, and it's been awesome. I'm gonna probably try keep going to the 2 hour mark, and then from there, I don't know. Yeah, we'll go to the 2 hour mark, and then we'll. No, actually, Casey, I have gotten them sometimes, but they're easy to get out of the channel because all I really do is treat them as kindly as I can. And so if they know that it doesn't bother me and I'm just treating them nicely, it's not worth it to them. If they start getting too rude, one time I did have a day where like a bunch of them jumped on. I mean, like 10 of them, and they just kept going, 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 going. I just started blocking them one at a time, and then they eventually stopped. But when I think when your channel gets big enough, and lots of people start jumping on, and like you said, you'll have haters or trolls, as you want to call them. They'll they'll jump on and create trouble. You can, I guess you can, people can become your moderators to your channel, and you can have them watch it for you. So like, if someone, you can have like 2 or 3 moderators, and if one's not on there and the other one's on there, they can be watching the channel. Um, the channel is growing. At a certain point, you'll be able to put like, like the little, um, it's like Silver's been putting here the little hearts. Uh, They'll be what, once the channel's big enough. I think once we hit 500, and then uh, we hit 3,000 hours, I think. Um, you can do what's called a super chat or a super emoji or something like that, and basically they cost like a, depending on how much you would want to donate. And once again, all that would just go 20% to Transgender Resource Center, and then the difference to upgrading the channel. Sounds good, Trace. I think that will be good. Um, I'll see how to set that up once I figure it out. Um, I think that'd be fantastic. Um, for chat, I think it would be good once we hit where we're getting lots of people. But even now, because we're starting to get to that point, we're like at 334 thanks to Casey, and it's like I said, next goal is it's 510. So yeah, I'll definitely put you on my list for moderator, and I'm gonna look on the channel on how to do that on the settings. But write it here on my little steno pad. Yep, I've got it on here to, and maybe tomorrow I will start looking on how to do it, or maybe, oh no, maybe I might do another video after the live. Um, Continue on my good old high demand uh, religion slash organization slash cults video series. Next chapter of my deconstruction from the Mormon Church, which has actually, in the past week, it got over 200 views, the video. But someone was, another YouTuber was saying that when you put the word Mormon in your viewership, that really helps. Thanks, Silver. I have my lights over here. You notice the theme to them? You also got the sign there. I live in New Mexico. When I decided to do the theme to my apartment, I decided to do like a Roswell alien crash type of theme. So the first light I bought was, I'm sorry, this one, the alien head, and then I started buying one more. See, this one was my first one, and then I bought like two on a different load. I think it was the flying saucer and the moon for my next one, and then I got the planet Saturn. I have a Star Wars puzzle I just recently put together. I want to glue it onto a poster board and then probably put it underneath the alien head. And then I have my Area 51 sign. As you know, we are in Area 51, where we talk about the 5 Ts. 51 has all, I know I talked about it in one of my videos, it's always been a lucky number for me. So I just liked that when I saw it. I had to buy it. I actually had an office at one place that I worked at, and it was called Area 51. And then, if you notice, I've got Alf right here, and I got a little Yoda. And then my Guy Fawkes mask. No, I'm not a member of Anonymous, but after seeing the movie um, and seeing, Anonymous use that mask and Marfa, that's a new one. I have to look that up. It's in Texas, the Marfa Stone Circle. Yeah, over here, like just up the way from my house, there's some nice hiking trails. Um, hey, Serena, glad to have you in here. Remember, whenever you join us in here, you are one of my treasures. Ooh, I wish you could do my nails. I need some acrylics. I want, I'm gonna have mine done in at the beginning of November for a couple of weeks. Have vacation coming up, so I really want them done. Tonight I just painted mine in pink with a yellow one. So it's been a great night. Lots of people coming in. Like I said, it's been great this past week, past 2 weeks for subscribers. Um, we're up to 334. If you guys have friends, you know, share the channel with them. You know, always hit a like, subscribe, comment. Right now, you can comment in the chat box. You can always comment down below. It's always great to have people in here. That's why I love doing my live streams on weekends. Okay, love you too, Silver Serpent. Just be careful out there. Hope everything's great. You know, good with him too. Love you, girl. You're great to have on here whenever. And thank you for being a patron also. Um, so everyone, it's been a great night. We've had, a handful of people in here. I don't know why that just got thrown in there by YouTube. I just want to say thank you to everybody that has joined me on here. Remember, you are a treasure whenever you are with Jules. Um, we've been talking our usual 5 T's. Uh, we did change one of the 5 T's because I'm in the process of purchasing a new vehicle. New to me, it won't be brand spanking new. Actually, probably it will be a used vehicle, and it will be something that probably almost be considered a classic or an antique. Um, it will be an 80s Nissan truck. That was my very first vehicle, but I'm going to do what they call a resto mod to it. I will be restoring it and modifying it at the same time. I'm going to do some of the modifications I did to mine back in the 80s. Get some period correct uh, custom wheels, give it a small lift, um, and make it functional but custom. Uh, it's going to be a fun project. 80s went real crazy on the mods and went super tall on the tires and stuff. This time I'm going to keep it functional. I want to make it like a what I call a bug out vehicle, survival vehicle. I think it's going to be lots of fun. And I will show as I do some of the work to it, and I will also talk about some of the work I'm going to have done to it. Like when I do buy the lift kit, I'm probably going to take it somewhere to get it done because obviously I live in an apartment, I don't have a garage, I wouldn't have the lift to put the truck on, and all my tools are still in the pod that's in Florida at this time. So that's going to be a fun video series. So the 5 T's of my channel are now transition, triathlon, uh, teaching, which I'm going to continue my high demand religions videos, also my preparedness ones. I think that's going to be a good lesson to continue those lessons, especially after seeing, that Florida got struck with another hurricane. Um, I'm going to do and obviously continue my trends videos. This is my newest dress that I got this week. Um, and I did get my nice little trans pride pin. Um, I bought a lot of eyeliner this time because I hate running out. So um, I, I think I haven't worn it from a nice haul recently. Are these earrings? They're all neon colors. They're pink. They actually would have been good to wear today because I did neon pink nails, so the colors would have matched. I also have green and orange. I think they would have been good. Um, so Rita, you're gonna have to send me a picture of your acrylics, how they come out. Uh, I'm sure they'll look fantastic. Uh, like I said, mine are gonna get done probably November 1st, if not, le- unless I can get them done after I get off on. Hmm, I'll, if you go, my email is actually on my home site to, um, so if you go to the homepage to my channel, you can click down and my email will be active. It will be there. I'll put it on here for you. Um, Actually, it has the original name I was going to use before. Well, I did use it for a while. Um, Let me look it up because I put the 51 in it. Sometimes I don't. So Hmm, strange. I can't see it on there. Let me check my here on my computer. I was looking on my cell phone. Uh, just I'm gonna put it in there for you in just a moment. My computer's being kind of slow. Okay. There's my email address right there. You can send pics to that. I love nails. They have always been my thing. Um, I wish I could have long nails all the time because I would do them every week if necessary. Really, is it difficult? I I will be totally honest uh, and be constructive in it. I will never be big, destructive, or give any insults, but I'll be constructive and yeah, what I want mine. I don't know if you've watched any of my videos lately. I want. I'm gonna see if I can put them. I'll pull them up on my screen, and what I'm gonna get done when I'm on vacation. I want those done. I'm gonna get acrylics put on, and I'm gonna have them shaped arrowhead fashion. Since I'm a big Green Arrow fan, I'm into archery, so I think an arrowhead um, nail would be cool. Yeah, so I want these you can't see as well. Mm, too much light from my. No, the arrowhead ones you can't see isn't good because they're the white background on them. But those green ones are what I want. So you saved my email. What I'm gonna do is delete it off of here in case trolls come around. I'm not getting a ton of emails. So yeah, this weekend I'm probably gonna do another one of my high demand religion videos probably after this, um, and do another live stream tomorrow. It'll be 2 p.m. Wait, no, tomorrow's I think I said tomorrow at 4 p.m. Uh, Mountain Daylight Time. That's where I'm at, which is 3 o'clock in California, 5 Central, and 6 o'clock on the East Coast. Um, so if you want to join in uh, to that live stream, and then our usual 2 o'clock Sunday lives uh, I'll be on, um, which will be cool to have you on there. We've had a lot of participation today. It's been fantastic. I've been very, very happy. Lately, the channel has been growing. Um, and of course, what I'll do is once you send the email of how your nails turned out, I will check. I'll check them out and I'll send you an email back and tell you what I think. Um, what I think I'm going to start doing, so you can do those, and what I'm going to do is do. I think I'm going to wrap up. It's just us two in here, and I know you're doing those. So try to join us tomorrow for you know, for the live stream. It'll be 4 o'clock my time. I don't know what time zone you're in. I'm in the Mountain Daylight Time, so if it's 4 o'clock my time, it'll be at um, 3 o'clock on the West Coast, 6 o'clock on the East Coast, 5 o'clock Central. So I'm going to start wrapping up here as always. I know I said it halfway through the videos during the others that if you are feeling down, depressed, or hopeless, feel you need to talk to someone because you're sad, confused, or angry, you can always contact the crisis line at 988. This is also if you're worried about yourself or someone. Excellent. Go to the gym. I need to get back on the running trail and hiking also. Um, for service members, you just dial 988, or veterans, dial 988 and hit 1. If you're worried about, alcohol or drug abuse, you can also call here, or just needed someone to talk to. Also, please remember if you are transitioning and getting hormone replacement therapy, please go to a medical professional that specializes in it. Do not just take hormones that a friend may have, and they offer them to you. It's very important that you are monitored for the hormone levels. There can be many ill effects from it, and I would not want any of my treasures hurt from doing their own HRT. That's why the medical professionals help you out with it. Also, please go to see a gender therapist beforehand. They will help out a lot, because there is a lot when you are transitioning. It was fantastic for me to go to the gender therapist because they really found a lot more to prove. Because if you have insurance companies will want a gender therapist to be seen first. But it's great to have coverage, for your medications, and it's a great feeling because the therapist, you really find things that you uh, I have found things that deep down inside helped me figure out that I truly was trans, and how long you know I have felt that way throughout my life. And the so the sooner you go, the better. And I do suggest that to all of my treasures. Once again, remember, do not take anybody else's medication. I am a nurse. I was an ER nurse for 13 years, and saw some very ill effects from other people taking, from one person taking someone else's medication. And one day I'm going to get guts enough to tell that story, but um, let's just say someone lost use of certain parts, and uh, it was bad. So it, I definitely recommend, don't use anybody's prescribed medications. If you need a Tylenol or a Motrin or whatever, yes, you can take that from someone else. But uh, other than that, don't take their prescribed medications. Thank you for joining me here on my channel. Has been fantastic. I want to thank all of my viewers, all of my subscribers. You are my treasures. Everybody's has helped the channel grow. Serena definitely showed me those nails. Um, I I love nails. Um, I would, like I said, I wish I could have. If I wasn't a nurse, I would have beautiful nails done all the time, um, because it's an infection control issue with nursing. I know there's some nurses that still wear longer ones, but I just want to make sure. So during my vacation, my 11 days off, I will have some nice ones. Um, I hope everyone has a good night. Thank you for joining me here. Remember, you were on with Jules in Area 5T1, and all of you are my treasures.